I think what we'll do is first off, we're going to start with EA, because EA was the very first conference that we saw. How we're going to do this is we're kind of going to be talking, in terms of what we thought was good, what we thought was bad, and then we're going to end on what else we thought was good. So it's kind of a crap sandwich, if you guys know what that is.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. So first thing I'll talk off right off the bat is Anthem, because that is a game that I'm extremely excited for. And I think EA did a really good job at really showcasing the probably most anticipated game in their lineup.
Yeah.
They took a look at we got to look at the environments. Like, we had a lot of nice environmental artwork and stuff, which was vast. It was beautiful. It was lush. It was pretty amazing. The combat looked fun enough. Like, I personally don't want anything super innovative in terms of combat.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of exploration, it's just Destiny in an Iron Man suit. So
yeah.
So pumped to just like fly around and stuff. And what did you think about Anthem?
Not my type of game, so...
Not excited for it?
It looks good.
Yeah.
It does look good. It's just that, like, people need to realize that when I say, it's just not my cup of tea, that, like, that's not an insult to the game. It's just, it's not my thing. But I did like how, like, every comment online afterwards was like, it's Iron Man!
It's funny, because it's like the Iron Man game we've always wanted, but it's just not Iron Man. I wonder if they got the idea from, like, watching Marvel movies, and they're like, we need an Iron Man game.
Maybe. I mean, the movies have been out for 10 years, so...
Yeah. So, anyways, Anthem looked fantastic. I think they did a really good job with that, and that's one thing that I noticed that was really, really good. You guys thought Anthem was also good? Comment below. If not, trash it below. That's fantastic.
just talk crap.
So, what do you think was good at EA's conference?
Battlefield 5 was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, looks very similar to Battlefield 1. I always enjoy, like, older war games compared to the futuristic ones.
And they're going to World War II in this game?
Yeah. The Battlefield 1 was World War 1.
Awesome.
I know a lot about the guns from, like, World War II from playing so much Call of Duty and stuff. But, yeah, it looks good. I like how, like, destructive Battlefield is. And they've said, like, the environments are going to be even more destructive.
And the game looks beautiful.
Yeah,
what they're showing, it looks fantastic.
You said while we were watching it, you're like, this looks like real life.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, it looks like... While we were watching it, I was amazed by the graphics, because it looks like it could be just like a real environment. Like, it was amazing. It was fantastic. How do you feel about a female being on the cover of Battlefield? It's something we haven't talked about on the podcast. You hate it that much? No, I'm just kidding.
If that's what you complain about, like, in gaming, just stop.
You're not a real gamer, man. Get out of here.
Who cares? Like,
first of all, women game. Second of all, women also go to war and have died for your freedom. So show some respect. That's like, it's crazy that's even a discussion.
I play games to get away from real life.
Yeah.
So, like, people are saying this is not historically accurate. Even if it was, who cares?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get away from real life.
It's a video. It's a toy. You're literally playing with a toy. Calm down. But yeah, that's besides the point. Battlefield 5 looks absolutely amazing, and I think they did a really good job showcasing it as well. So now we're going to get into some of the bad stuff. Dun, dun, dun.
EA is kind of known for not being the greatest, but
it's true.
I think they did generally better this year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what's one thing that kind of stood out to you that was like, man, that's not great?
The Star Wars game, unspoken of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Mm-hmm.
What they did is they just got the producer of the game, got him on the show, and he just talked about it.
Yeah.
Didn't show anything, no teaser, nothing. He said, coming next year, holiday of 2019. Don't come to E3 if you don't have anything to show.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like, why even talk about it? Also, it didn't look planned at all.
Yeah.
Just the way the conversation went, it was just that you guys kind of seemed like you're kind of going off the top of your head on this one. We didn't see any artwork, there was nothing. It was just like, we have a name and we'll put it out there. We're working on it.
You want to talk about anything? No.
Yeah, good. I thought that was kind of weird. So I'm in full agreement. If you kind of have nothing to show, like, why bother? I don't know. It's kind of weird. But
it's like EA doesn't have a good history with Star Wars games, so...
It's just like, what's the point? And I guess maybe to drum up hype, but like, why not come up with a teaser trailer? Because that does a lot more for hype than just
talking...
like, hey.
So my favorite game is Fire Emblem. I've talked about... If Nintendo was like, yo, new Fire Emblem in the works, I'd be like, show me. Like, what do you mean? Like, let's go.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Like, I don't care. Like,
because that could have been their big surprise. It's like, why don't save it for like next presentation, or why don't you save it for like next E3? Because then you have like this nice teaser all planned out and stuff, and then there'd be like major hype. Like, I don't know what the agenda is, and kind of like, hey, testing out the name, maybe like seeing like fan reaction online.
One of the things I hate most about mostly the video game industry is like, is like articles like, whoa, a new Call of Duty in the works? It's like, obviously, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Whoa, it's this big deal. It's like, what, are they just going to stop making Call of Duty?
It's kind of the franchises that have kind of gone away but were really loved when they were around.
Yeah.
Like BioShock is huge because like we haven't had a new BioShock.
Yeah, like that's a big deal. Like
that's a big deal. But every year Assassin's Creed, every year Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Well, even though they skipped a year with Assassin's Creed. But we'll talk about that in the Ubisoft conference for you guys. But yeah, no, I'm in total agreement. I just don't know what the point is.
What did you not like?
The Command & Conquer presentation and kind of just like general fluff. Even with like the Madden presentation, there was like this weird like fake competitiveness amongst like people. And it was just like, I know you're kind of just like faking it and it's not really good and it's kind of a little cringy. Also, like Command & Conquer isn't very exciting, especially on a mobile phone.
Yeah.
The franchise is exciting. It's
such
a huge
a
franchise.
good game, but
like when the commentators were commenting and they were like, "Oh, like this is happening." The last missile.
My God! Wow.
And I'm just like, you're just playing on your phone on stage. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It took a long time, a lot of chunk out of like their presentation. I thought there was kind of like no point in it. I don't know. Maybe they're showcasing mobile competitiveness because I know that is a new trend that's coming out. There's
a trend? Like, is it
mobile
becoming
esports?
big?
Yeah, mobile esports is like blowing up right now.
I don't even think esports is big enough.
It is, man. ESPN, NHL, they're all getting on the esports bandwagon, and mobile esports is like, it's slowly coming up.
Yeah, but like with ESPN, when you say esports, they just want to talk about NHL and Madden and stuff.
Like League of Legends.
Really?
Like, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege.
Wow, I'd pay to see that.
So, esports is growing, and mobile games is like right behind it. So, and I know there's a company out there. I can't remember what they're called. There's a specific company out there whose like goal is to make mobile gaming like competitive and a big thing and stuff. So, it's coming up. But otherwise, I don't know. I thought that was just kind of like cringy and weird, and it would have been nice if it was like Command & Conquer on mobile, because then I've been like, oh, that's cool. I might check that out. But then after like the cringy like competitive, I was like, nah, I think I've seen enough. I don't really need to download that.
Something else I really didn't like was the FIFA presentation. I think I talked to you about this, is that they got these two pro players to play with like a guy from Vine and this other, like, I think he was a rapper.
Yeah.
And it's just awkward. Like when has celebrities coming and showing off a game ever worked?
Yeah.
Like, and even during the presentation, the celebrity and the Viner guy were like, we've never played this game.
Yeah.
Because, like, the two pros were, like, freaking out when they scored. They're like, whoa! And the guy's like, calm down, man. Like, I've never played this game.
That's so funny. Yeah, again, it just goes back to that fake competitiveness.
Yeah.
It's just like, we know it, so why are you doing it? Like, we know it's fake, so why?
There's
different ways to present it, and you don't need to do that every time, because we see through it.
There's, like, a list of things people don't like from E3, like celebrity endorsements, like dance numbers, musicals, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And every year people do them, so it's like, are you listening to what people are saying? They're like, in the conference room, they're like, okay guys, we need to pick what to do this year. What do people not like? And they're like, musical numbers, celebrities, and they're like, let's do musical numbers and celebrities.
All of it.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, so I guess we'll get into the good of EA at that point, because one thing I'd like to mention is that something we didn't mention in the bad, which is loot boxes, microtransactions, DLC, all that stuff. EA was pretty like adamant about saying, you know what, this game doesn't have microtransactions. You're going to get everything in the box. There's no loot boxes. So I just want to applaud EA on kind of like taking the step in the right direction. I think, they deserve it a little bit after this.
I'm a bit iffy about that kind of stuff because, like, that shouldn't be a selling point in a game. Like, that just goes to show how bad it got with EA.
For them, yeah, it has to be, because they're the ones that were leading the way, leading everyone down a dark path.
I'd say EA was, like, probably the most hated developer after Battlefront 2. So, like, just the fact that they have to say all that just goes to show, like, how, like, untuned they were with their audience.
Yeah.
With loot boxes and stuff.
And so I'm kind of glad they got up there and they were just like, you know what? No loot boxes, no microtransactions. So that's one of the good things that I say about EA, which was awesome. So what do you think else was good with the EA presentation?
I really liked their two indie titles, Unravel 2 and Sea of Solitude.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is cool. Like, EA's doing, like, showcasing smaller indie titles. Like, they're single-player games. They're more artistic. I liked it.
Sea of Solitude also looked really interesting.
Yeah. It felt, like, emotional. Just even from the developer getting on stage and talking about it. Like, it's like, this seems like a real, like, they put love into this. Like, they really cared. It seems like a personal story.
What's funny is you don't put, like, love and EA in, like, the same mindset, Like, when you think EA games, you think, like, sports and blowing stuff up and all this stuff. So it's kind of funny when you say EA and love. I just like for a second there I was like, oh yeah, EA brings some like compassion in their games, and you see that too with Unravel too as well, and Yarny, and you can see him being separated from wherever he is. He's in a boat and he's like floating away, but then he finds a friend along the way. Yeah. So you do get a lot of compassion from their indie titles, and I think they did a good job with that. So.
I never thought I'd get the feels from EA.
Yeah, EA is providing the feels. So I think that's pretty much it for the EA conference. Those are all the good things, all the bad things. One thing I would like to mention, no NHL. I know that's not a big market, but I'm a huge NHL fan. They didn't show that off. That's fine. It's because I think they do a huge reveal of the NHL awards at the end of the year, so that's probably why. But besides the point, what did you guys think of the EA conference? Comment below, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I guess we'll get into who's next.